in! Can somebody stop the ball? Anybody!
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
After a long journey through the regular season, the playoffs have finally arrived, and we're set to bring you round one action from the West here on 2K Sports. Along with Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson, this is Brian Anderson. And with checking out Golden State's opening lineup, Curry and Pods make up the backcourt. Draymond Green is out there with Jimmy Butler, and it's Payton in at the 3 spot. And for the Rockets, Van Vliet and Green, they're manning the backcourt. Amen Thompson out there with Alperen Sengun, and it's Brooks in at the 3. So the Rockets win the tip. Taking a look at Houston, they had a great season and are expected to control their destiny in this series.
I'll tell you what, it'd be a shock if they didn't run through this series. With that said, we know anything can happen in the postseason.
And it's hammered home by Green.
This is a smart play by Green, getting some help with the screen instead of trying to do it all by yourself.
Here's Van Vliet. Goes up on the baseline, and it's Green missing. And the Warriors with possession. Here's Curry, and count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. And Houston will go for a different look here. Landale's checked in for Alperen Sengun. Smith comes in for Thompson. Eason's checked in for Brooks. And it's Cam Whitmore in for Green. And a new group getting ready for the Warriors. Looney's checked in for Draymond Green. Jonathan Kuminga comes in for Jimmy Butler. Moody's checked in for Payton. And Hield is subbed in for Pajemski. Van Vliet finds Smith. The Warriors pull it in. And here's Curry. Pass to Kuminga. Outside Hield. So at the end of one quarter of play, still a close game. Warriors ahead. They're up by 1. Quarter number 2 coming up right after this break. Don't go anywhere. And time for us to get back into it here in Game 1. And from what we've seen here from the Warriors, what's your take so far?
Give it up for their D. They're battling, communicating, and coming up with key stops.
It's been a group effort, and that's what it takes to play the kind of defense that they've played. Great showing from them.
So on the floor for Golden State to kick off the second quarter. Curry and Pods make up the backcourt. Butler out there with Jonathan Kuminga. And it's Green in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Nails the wide-open jumper. Green's got his second basket of the night.
And they're in a better flow this quarter offensively, and their shooting percentage is steadily rising as a result.
Pajemski from outside, off the mark.
And he might have thrown himself off when he saw how much space he had from 3.
Kept alive. Outside, Green. Shot clock at 6. Second chance effort. It's stolen by Green. And here's the fast break. Fires from the wing. That's good. From Curry. On the assist from Butler. Curry's got 5 points now this quarter.
This team looks to him to score the ball. They feel good when he's taking the shots.
Got it up. He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials getting together here. They may want to review this one. Well, these teams are going to have to wait before heading to the locker room. They're going to bring out the monitor and see if he got it off in time.
And after seeing it now in slow-mo, I definitely think he was late with it.
And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. Warriors ahead.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And hello again. What a show. Well, for the Warriors, they've hung tough in what was a closely contested first half. If what we've seen in Game 1 so far is any indication, we're going to have quite a series on our hands. Taking a look at the Warriors, Kenny, what'd you think?
I have to applaud their offensive consistency. They're not wasting possessions or taking bad shots. That's a testament to their patience, their discipline. They're focusing on playing intelligent basketball.
And Shaq, let's get your input on the Rockets.
Their defense has been dismal, allowing their opponent to shoot in the 60s. I'm sure they're getting their earful in the locker room. Amazing they've been able to keep it close. Boy.
And it's just about time now for the third quarter to get underway.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining 2K Sports and our coverage of this first round. Man, it's been quite a game for Stephen Curry.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
He always wants to be a go-to guy for them. I'm sure he'll be calling for the ball even more in this half.
Green is the 2 with Brooks at the 3. Thompson out there with Alperen Şengün. And it's Van Vliet in at the point. And that's the group for Ime Udoka as we begin the second half. Brooks, the pass to Van Vliet. Now Şengün. Thompson, great positioning on the putback. Thompson's got his first basket.
This is something that Grooney does well for his position, connecting on timely passes.
Oh, got that bucket in no time at all.
Assisted by Gary Payton II.
And Houston has possession. They trail by 6. Here's Green, driving in, and it's hammered home by Green.
Vicious finish by Green. Boy, Jalen, this man can get up.
Payton. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Curry.
A quality pass, setting up a quality shot. It's just textbook basketball.
On the wing, Brooks. That 3's off the mark. Payton against Green. And here's Butler outside. Sinks it from distance. Butler's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. And here's Green from the arc. Oh, Jalen Green with the sweet stroke.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA, and you see this kind of exchange more often than not.
And that'll do it for the third quarter. The Warriors on top. They're up by 6. And we'll have the start of the fourth quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break. Steve Kerr with some words for his players.
Get there, the ball's moving. Looks more like us, all right? Good to great. We're getting some decent ones.
Thanks for joining us again for round 1 of the NBA playoffs. And so in the game for the Warriors, Curry and Hield to the sharpshooting backcourt. Moody is out there with Kuminga, and it's Looney in at center.
Athleticism showing through from Whitmore. He doesn't need much room at all to operate in close.
Here's Curry, and he drains the quick shot. Time called here. The Rockets decide to talk it over. They're losing by 6. There's 45 seconds left in the final quarter. A chance here to catch up with Ali from the sideline.
Well, over the break, I listened to Ime Udoka's huddle. He reminded his team just how close this game is, saying, guys, we aren't out of this yet. We still have plenty of time left. Let's go out and execute our game plan, and I promise you, we will win this game. Let's see how they come out of this timeout, Brian.
Great work, Ali. Thanks.
Such a tenacious competitor. When Brooks looks to score inside, he is so skilled at finding ways to draw contact.
Dillon Brooks.
First free throw is good, and that brings him within 5. And Brooks drops them both.
You have to respect Brooks' approach to the game. He's always looking for little ways to improve and wants every year to be his best.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Brooks against Curry. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
First personal foul. Second team foul. Line for the Warriors. Stephen Curry.
Good on the first. And that puts him up 5.
Now a seasoned veteran in the league, Curry continues to be efficient, especially when it comes to shooting. He knows how important it is converting at Vliet.
Van Vliet misses, and they go to the intentional foul.
Van Vliet. Second personal foul. Third team foul. At the line for the Warriors. Stephen Curry. Taking 2 shots.
He gets the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And so he drops them both, and it's an 8-point ball game. And it looks like they just won't have enough left here at the end.
Yeah, they simply ran out of time and energy.
Using that speed, Green flying by on the drive.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Yeah, and there's no question they have to foul. Now, I'm sure they would have preferred to avoid it.
Shooting for Golden State. Stephen Curry. At the line for 2.
He drops the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And so both free throws good, and it's an 8-point ball game. Timeout called. Houston, they're trailing by 8. 17 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. All right, guys, what do you think?
Trying to extend this one, but it seems futile.
With timeouts, it's use them or lose them, so why not go down fighting?
And now let's present our New Balance player of the game, Stephen Curry.
And it's been a treat to watch because this has been his game tonight. He's shouldered all the offense and continues to lead the charge for his ball club. His scoring and ability to score in bunches is showing really no signs at all of letting up.
Yeah, this is something he will remember forever. These types of performances in the playoffs are what define a player's legacy. And so the Warriors take the win. And it always takes a lot of pressure off the team when they get the win in Game 1.
It's the most important game of the series. They've shown they know how to beat this team. The formula's in place. Now they just have to stick with it for the next few games.
Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. And that about wraps